If a girl touches this in front of you, she really likes you. Psychology facts. Modern Stoic. The eyes are the window to the soul, but touch is the language of the heart. There are moments in life when words seem unnecessary, yet something is undeniably felt in the air, a magnetic tension that speaks louder than any conversation. You might find yourself caught in a gaze that lingers just a little too long or witness subtle movements. A hand adjusting her necklace, a gentle brush of her sleeve. It's as though her body is whispering things her voice won't. In these silent exchanges, women often communicate more than words ever could. It's not about random gestures or nervous tics. These movements, these touches are deeply rooted in subconscious signals. A dance of attraction, curiosity, and yes, even desire. Her actions may seem innocent, but in truth, they're small confessions of what she's truly feeling. From the way she runs her fingers through her hair to the way she adjusts her phone when you pass by. These gestures can tell you a lot about how she feels, more than you might realize. If you've ever wondered, is she interested? Here's a chance to truly understand. In this video, we'll explore 8 key things she might touch in front of you, revealing what those subtle actions mean from a psychological and emotional perspective. It's not about playing games, it's about reading the signs, backed by science, to understand the deeper meanings behind her movements. Let's break it down. Sign number 1, her clothing or sleeves. There's something subtly profound in the way a woman unconsciously fidgets with her clothes when you're around. This isn't just about fashion. It's a fascinating glimpse into her psychology. If a woman likes you, even if she doesn't fully realize it yet, you'll notice her start to adjust her sleeves, tug at her shirt, or smooth down her outfit. It's not because her clothes are actually out of place. It's because your presence has awakened a heightened awareness of herself. This is a silent, unspoken signal that she wants to look her best for you, even though those words may never leave her lips. These little, almost imperceptible movements are often a blend of nervous energy and subconscious desire, especially when she's typically more casual or relaxed about her appearance. She might roll and unroll her sleeves, pull them down over her hands, or adjust the neckline of her top, especially in the middle of a conversation. Now, let's make this more real for you. Picture yourself enjoying a casual coffee break with her. She's smiling, chatting away, and then, without thinking, she glances down and gently tugs at the hem of her sweater. She's still smiling, still engaged. But that subtle action, it's her body's response to your energy. Her mind is probably buzzing with thoughts like, do I look okay? Is he noticing me? She may not even consciously realize why she's doing it, but you should. Because when a woman touches her clothes in front of you like this, she's not just adjusting fabric, she's fine-tuning her confidence in your presence. And this is the blessing of Stoicism at play in real life, the calm assurance she seeks through small, silent acts. As a modern Stoic, you must see these cues, understand them, and know exactly what they mean. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the smallest gestures reveal the biggest truths. So pay attention, be present, and recognize that the way she touches her clothes is her way of adjusting herself, not for the world, but for you. This isn't about vanity or obsession with appearance. It's about connection, an invisible thread of energy that binds you, a soft but unmistakable sign that she is conscious of you. And that, my friend, is the art of subtle attraction, a modern Stoic understanding of human behavior. The blessing of Stoicism is to remain calm, aware, and emotionally intelligent, picking up on the smallest signals that others might miss. So don't overlook these moments. They might just reveal more than you think about how she feels. Sign number 2, her neck. Now listen closely because this one is easy to miss, but it's incredibly powerful. There's something almost hypnotic in the way a woman touches her neck when she's around someone she finds intriguing. It's not random. It's not meaningless. This small, seemingly innocent gesture carries weight, a weight that any modern Stoic should appreciate when navigating the complexities of attraction. The neck is not just a delicate part of the body, it's one of the most vulnerable and sensitive areas. So, when she lightly brushes her fingers across it, tilts her head just slightly, or lets her hand rest near her collarbone, it signals something profound. It's not fear, it's trust. It's open. She's letting her guard down, not because she feels insecure, but because she's inviting you in. This isn't an instinct born from anxiety. This is an instinct born from a desire to connect. You must understand the Stoic lessons here. It's not just about physical gestures. It's about the deeper emotional currents at play. That little tilt of her head, that gentle brush of her neck, is her way of expressing vulnerability. She's showing you the part of her that is not shielded, not guarded, but exposed. And that takes a lot of courage. It's easy to hide behind crossed arms, to turn away when feeling uncertain. But not her. She's standing there, open, willing, and trusting you with her unspoken message. This is the blessing of Stoicism, understanding that sometimes the quietest signals speak the loudest. And when a woman touches her neck like this, it's an invitation. It's her telling you without words, I'm open to you. I trust you. Let's get deeper. Touching the neck is also connected to arousal, and this is where the physiological side of things comes in. The neck is a hotspot for the body's natural responses to attraction. When she touches her neck, she's not just adjusting her posture. Her body is increasing its sensitivity, boosting oxygen flow, and making her more alert. These are all signs of emotional and physical activation. She's alive with energy because you're in her space. Now, a Stoic life teaches us to be aware of these subtle cues, to notice the things that others may ignore. If you're paying attention, you'll see that the way she touches her neck isn't just a nervous tick. It's a physiological response to your presence. Her body is telling you what her words might be too shy to express. So next time you're with her and she gently touches her neck, take a moment to reflect. Is she fidgeting, or is her body communicating something deeper? Don't just brush it off as a random action. This is her silent way of saying, you make me feel something. That soft, lingering motion could very well be her version of a whisper that you can't hear with your ears but can certainly feel in the air around you. It's the language of the body speaking louder than words. And as someone living a modern Stoic life, you must be tuned into these signals. This is where the old Stoic wisdom comes in. It's not just about reacting, it's about responding with awareness. The Stoicism of today teaches us to remain calm, controlled, and in tune with the world around us. The blessing of Stoicism is in noticing the nuances, like the way a woman touches her neck, without overthinking or panicking. It's about knowing that these subtle signals carry meaning and using that understanding to navigate your interactions. It's about learning to read the quiet, unspoken messages that are just as significant as the words being said. So the next time you see her touch her neck, don't just dismiss it. Be present, notice it, and understand what it means. It's an invitation, one that speaks volumes about the feelings she may not express out loud. And you, as a modern Stoic, must be able to recognize that invitation, because that's when true connection happens. Be aware, be alert, Be stoic. That is how you understand the language of attraction. If you found this valuable, like, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom. Comment to remember I am aware of the subtle signs of attraction. Engage with the content and share your thoughts. Let's dive into the psychology behind body language and unlock the power of understanding human connection. Sign number 3. Her legs or thighs. In the realm of attraction, the subtlety of body language cannot be overstated. If a woman touches or adjusts her legs or thighs when sitting near you, take note. This is a powerful signal of interest. It may seem small, even subconscious. But the truth is, this gesture is loaded with meaning. When a woman is attracted to you, she becomes hyper-aware of her body and how you're perceiving her. The subtle shifting of her legs, the rhythmic crossing and uncrossing, or even a casual touch of her thigh may appear innocent or automatic. But in reality, it's a deliberate invitation. Her body is communicating in ways words never can. It's not discomfort, it's confidence. This is the language of attraction, quiet, deliberate, and potent. The thigh is not just a body part, it is emotional territory. And when she allows you to get closer, even through these small gestures, you're entering a zone that matters to her. These movements, paired with eye contact, laughter, and slight leans in your direction, form a powerful trio of attraction. She's aligning herself with you without saying a word. This is an ancient dance of human connection, both primal and profound. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." You, as a modern man, must understand the significance of these subtle cues. You must master Stoic principles in your approach, remaining composed and confident, never overinterpreting or misreading these signs, but always recognizing the underlying truth. Be deliberate in your actions and stay aware. This is not about guessing or overanalyzing. It's about understanding the power of subtle communication. In modern life, where actions speak louder than words, these cues are your map, guiding you toward deeper, more meaningful connections. Do not dismiss the power of the unspoken. Pay attention. A woman's body is a canvas. Each small movement tells a story, and when you decode it with awareness and stoic resolve, you can navigate the world of attraction with ease. Let the Stoic principles of calm, observation, and rationality guide you. Stay present. When you know how to read the signs, you will not miss the opportunity to connect on a deeper level. And remember, true confidence lies in self-control and understanding. By adopting the Stoic mindset, you'll gain mastery over not just how others see you, but also how you perceive the world around you. The key to understanding these subtle signals is not only in being perceptive, but also in being grounded, much like the Stoics who believed that mastering oneself leads to a victorious life. So, let these small, sensual gestures guide you. But never forget, remain steady, remain aware, and let the principles of Stoicism lead you to success. Sign number 4, her lips. When a woman touches her lips in front of you, it's never just a casual movement. It's a deeply profound and subconscious gesture loaded with meaning. Now, let's talk about her lips. This is a part of the body that holds immense power. There's an undeniable magnetism when a woman interacts with her lips around someone she's attracted to. It could be a delicate bite, a soft press together, or her finger gently tracing across them. To the untrained eye, it may seem like a simple, innocent act, perhaps even subconscious. But don't be fooled, this is not just a random action. There's a lot more going on beneath the surface. In fact, this small gesture is actually a psychological signal, often a quiet form of flirtation. a way for her to subtly communicate her attraction. Why? Because the lips are one of the most sensual and expressive parts of the human body. They're where desire, curiosity, and intimacy find a silent voice. This behavior isn't calculated. No woman is consciously thinking, "I'll bite my lips to get his attention." Far from it. What she's doing is tapping into the natural flow of human chemistry. Her body is reacting to you, to the connection you share. She may not even realize it herself, but her lips are the conduit through which she expresses an emotional and physical pull towards you. These tiny gestures are not premeditated. They're purely instinctive, born from a deeper emotional response that doesn't require words. She's not manipulating you. She's simply feeling something strong, something real, and that energy finds an outlet in her lips. And here's where it gets more intriguing. Imagine this. You're in conversation, maybe teasing her a bit, and suddenly she reaches for lip balm. It's slow, deliberate, precise. She glides the balm across her lips with such care, you can't help but notice. It's not a rush. It's not distracted. It's a calm, thoughtful act that signals something much more profound than mere self-care. In that moment, her body is speaking volumes. It's as if her lips are saying, "Do you see me? Do you feel the same? Are you paying attention?" This isn't just a beauty routine, it's an invitation. It's a beckoning for you to look closer, to lean in. If you're in tune with what's going on, you'll realize that her lips are communicating more than her voice ever could. They're saying everything that needs to be said without uttering a single word. As a modern Stoic, it's essential to understand the power of nonverbal communication in our lives. The blessing of Stoicism teaches us to observe and read the world around us without getting lost in emotions or assumptions. When you encounter this subtle gesture, recognize it for what it is. An honest expression of her feelings, not a game or manipulation. Don't dismiss it as just a random action. Instead, embrace it as a powerful insight into her attraction and her emotional state. In a world where everything is fast-paced and superficial, the blessing of Stoicism reminds us to take a step back, observe, and understand the deeper currents that run beneath the surface. So when you notice her touching her lips in front of you, don't ignore it. Don't miss the subtle invitation wrapped in that simple, quiet act. Instead, be present, pay attention, understand that this is a signal, an unspoken invitation to a deeper connection. It's a form of flirtation that speaks louder than any words could. You must realize that these are the moments that reveal her true feelings. Moments when her body speaks what her words cannot. And if you can read this signal, you're not just navigating the surface of your interactions with her. You're tapping into a deeper, more meaningful exchange. This is the modern Stoic way of being in tune with the silent language of attraction. Understanding that every little gesture, no matter how small, can be a doorway to something much greater. If you've caught on to this subtle but powerful signal, you're already tuned into something many miss. You're seeing beyond the surface and understanding the deeper cues she's sending your way. Now, take action. Drop a comment below with this phrase, "I see beyond the surface." It's time to embrace the deeper connection and unlock the real chemistry. Sign number 5, her collar or necklace. Actions speak louder than words. No, it's a simple truth, but one that carries immense power in understanding human connection. Sometimes it's the tiniest movements that reveal the most, like when a woman begins to absent-mindedly play with her necklace. She might gently roll the pendant between her fingers, adjust the chain across her collarbone, or even tug softly at the collar of her shirt. On the surface, It may seem like she's simply bored, adjusting her clothing, or fixing something that's out of place. But stop and take a moment to observe closely. This subtle gesture is often much more than it appears. In body language psychology, this behavior carries significant weight. Why? Because the necklace and collar sit near one of the most intimate zones of the body, the throat and chest. When a woman touches that area in front of you, it's not just a random act. It's a signal that speaks volumes. It's a combination of nervous excitement, sexual energy, and a quiet desire to be noticed. The throat, the collarbone, and chest are not just physical features, they're gateways to vulnerability. And when she guides your gaze to these areas, consciously or unconsciously, she's letting you in, revealing a subtle invitation to pay attention to something deeper. What's fascinating about this is the strategic nature of the movement. While it may look unintentional, it's often an instinctive act designed to draw your eyes to a sensitive, vulnerable area. It's as though she's telling you, I trust you enough to expose this part of myself. But here's the twist: while she's guiding your attention, she's not simply waiting for it. She's working hard to maintain composure. Fidgeting with jewelry is a classic self-soothing behavior. When emotions are stirred, it's a way to calm the nerves. She may feel her heart racing, yet she's doing her best to play it cool. It's a delicate dance between showing attraction and maintaining control. Take this scenario: you've just cracked a joke, and she's laughing. In the midst of the laughter, her hand absent-mindedly starts to tug at the chain of her necklace. She looks down, smiles, then meets your eyes once more. In that moment, the smile on her face, the subtle movement of her fingers, and the playful energy of the moment reveal more than words ever could. It's an attraction wrapped in innocence. Her body is inviting attention, but only from you, the person she wants to share this connection with. This subtle but powerful behavior ties into a broader lesson of the Stoic life. The old Stoic teachings remind us that every gesture, every word, and every action has meaning beneath the surface. Stoicism encourages us to stay present and aware, not just of our own feelings, but of the cues others give us. These gestures, like playing with a necklace, may seem insignificant, but they are opportunities to understand deeper emotional currents. As a modern Stoic, you must learn to observe these subtleties without jumping to conclusions. You must resist the urge to overthink and instead focus on understanding what is truly being communicated. In the context of relationships, the Stoic lessons suggest that we should not rush to interpret or act impulsively. The small, quiet moments are often the ones that reveal the most about a person's feelings. The blessing of Stoicism is that it teaches us to appreciate and analyze these moments for what they are, not what we want them to be. Be present, pay attention, and you will see the true meaning behind every gesture. In this case, when a woman touches her collar or necklace, she's not just adjusting her clothing, she's sharing a part of herself. And you must understand this delicate signal for what it truly is: an invitation to connect on a deeper level, a form of attraction wrapped in vulnerability. You must recognize that the Stoic approach to human interaction is not about reacting immediately or emotionally. It's about understanding the calm beneath the storm, seeing the truth in what is unspoken. So, when you observe this quiet, almost unconscious behavior, take a moment to appreciate the deeper meaning. Understand that it is her way of letting you in, of subtly saying, I like you, I trust you. In these moments, the true power of Stoicism is revealed not in controlling emotions, but in understanding and responding to the unspoken, the subtle, and the quiet gestures that speak louder than words. Sign number 6, her hair. When a woman touches her hair in front of you, it's not just a casual act. It's a powerful, subtle signal. Hair is one of the most visually captivating features a woman possesses. Whether it's long, short, curly, or straight, it doesn't matter. The way she interacts with her hair reveals much more than she might realize. In fact, it's instinctive psychology at play. When she twirls a strand of hair, flips it over her shoulder, or adjusts it nervously, it's a psychological cue, an act laced with meaning. When her fingers run through her hair, she's not just styling. She's releasing nervous energy. She's signaling something deeper, a hidden emotion that's driving her action. She's making herself composed while subtly communicating interest. That movement is instinctive, and it calls for attention. Your attention, the way she moves her hair, directs your eyes to her face, to the delicate contours of her neck, to her smile, to her eyes. Those places where attraction lies beneath the surface, waiting to be noticed. As modern Stoics, we understand that attention is power. We must recognize the hidden signals and understand their depth. Think about it. When you're in a group, talking, and she repeatedly tucks her hair behind her ear, this isn't just a casual act. It's deliberate. It's a message. It's the way she catches your attention without saying a word. She's rehearsing her feelings, sending a signal through her body. This is how attraction works. It doesn't shout, it whispers. And her hair. It's one of the most poetic messengers in this silent language of the body. To master the art of human interaction, understand this: her body is speaking louder than her words. In psychology, and we call it a pining gesture. It's a way of grooming in the presence of someone desirable. It's not an accident, and it's certainly not meaningless. It's a calculated move, one designed to draw you closer without appearing obvious. And remember, this isn't about vanity, it's about connection. In today's fast-paced world, this is how relationships are subtly tested, how feelings are communicated. It's a modern dance of subtle gestures. The Stoic principles remind us to be aware, to observe and understand, to not let emotions cloud our judgments, but rather to interpret them with clarity. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The universe is changing. Life is opinion." In the same way we interpret body language shapes our opinion of others and our own experiences. The next time a woman plays with her hair in your presence, don't just dismiss it as a habit. It's her way of showing interest, her heartbeat speaking through her fingers. So, let's embrace this knowledge. Let's master the art of reading the unsaid, of understanding the language of attraction beneath the surface. Don't just watch, observe. Learn to read these silent cues. Understand that these gestures are often more telling than any spoken word. They reveal desire, interest, and sometimes even vulnerability. By understanding these behaviors, you're not just improving your connection with others, you're mastering the art of human interaction. If you find today's content useful to you, don't forget to share your feelings and lessons with us. Or simply comment, "Very cool." It's a great encouragement for our channel makers. Thank you very much. Sign number 7, her ears or earrings. It's a subtle but telling signal, often overlooked by the untrained eye. But when you know what to look for, this little gesture can speak volumes. Here's the deal. When a woman likes you, she might not always come out and say it, but her body language can reveal her feelings more clearly than words ever could. The way she touches her ears, plays with her earrings, or tucks her hair behind her ear repeatedly is no accident. At first glance, it might just look like an innocent fidget, but it's actually a deliberate action, a reflection of what's happening inside her mind. Now you may think, So what if she touches her ear? Well, let's break it down. The ears are one of the most sensitive and intimate parts of the body. They're close to the neck, the face, areas that naturally draw attention and convey vulnerability. So when a woman touches her ears or fiddles with her earrings, she's sending a signal that's more profound than just adjusting her accessories. This is a complex psychological move wrapped up in a simple action. You see, this kind of self-adapter behavior is a physical response to emotional arousal. When she's excited, nervous, or drawn to you, her body instinctively looks for a way to manage those heightened feelings. She's not bored or distracted. She's processing the butterflies you've caused inside her, even though she might not even realize it. When this happens in front of you, especially while you're engaging with her, the message becomes crystal clear. Imagine sitting across from her, exchanging a few words. You compliment her, and suddenly she's gently tucking her hair behind her ear or tugging at her earrings. It's almost like a nervous tick, something she can't control. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about her trying to manage her nerves. This repeated gesture, performed even when her hair is already in place, is a form of self-soothing. It's her way of coping with the rush of emotions you've triggered in her. Her subconscious mind is trying to calm her nerves while also subtly inviting you to focus on her, to keep your attention on that small, intimate part of her. In the world of modern Stoic psychology, we learn that emotions are often expressed through physical reactions. And this is no different. The act of touching her ears or earrings becomes a sign of her internal struggle between wanting to maintain composure and feeling an emotional pull towards you. It's shy, it's subtle, and yet it's packed with meaning. If she does this repeatedly paired with a shy smile or lowered eyes, there's no mistaking it. You are at the center of her thoughts. Her body is giving away the truth that her mind may not be ready to speak. This is the blessing of Stoicism in action, being able to observe and understand the deeper layers of human behavior. You don't need to rely on flashy gestures or grand declarations of affection to know when someone is truly interested in you. Sometimes it's the little things, the smallest movements, the quiet gestures that tell the most about how someone feels. So the next time you catch her playing with her earrings or tucking her hair behind her ear, don't brush it off. Recognize it for what it is, a signal that she likes you, and that the butterflies in her stomach are dancing every time you're near. Be aware, pay attention. In the world of modern Stoic thinking, understanding these subtle cues is a powerful skill, one that not only enhances your relationships but also deepens your understanding of human interaction. That's the gift of Stoicism, the ability to read between the lines and recognize the unspoken truths about the people around you. So, don't overlook the little things. When she touches her earrings, it's not just a harmless gesture, it's a clear indication that you've made an impact on her, emotionally, mentally, and maybe even more than that. Sign number 8, her phone. Let's dive into something you've probably noticed more than once: her phone. In the age of constant notifications, texts, and social media scrolling, you might assume that when she's constantly picking up her phone, tapping the screen, or placing it down, she's just distracted. That's a mistake. It's actually one of the most potent signals in modern dating, and it reveals much more than you think. Here's the thing: her fiddling with her phone is not a sign of boredom, not by a long shot. It's not the same as her scrolling endlessly through her social media feed or texting her friends. No. What you're seeing is emotional tension, a psychological reaction that comes from being in your presence. Her nervous system is on high alert, and she's trying to regulate her emotions. Think about it like this: when a person is nervous or excited, Their body gets jittery, and it's natural. The phone in her hand becomes her emotional crutch, a decoy. She's not truly engaged with it. She's simply trying to calm the storm of emotions you've stirred inside her. This is not about avoiding you. It's about managing her own reaction to you. The constant tapping, picking it up, setting it down, it's all her way of distracting herself from the overwhelming feelings you're evoking. Now let's flip the script. If she didn't care about you, there would be no hesitation. She'd be completely lost in her phone, scrolling mindlessly through posts, texting, or watching video. But the truth is, when she keeps pretending to use her phone without actually engaging, it's her attempt to keep her emotions in check. She might even glance down at the screen and smile. But here's the kicker: that smile. It's not because of what's on her screen. It's because of you. You've just made her heart skip a beat, and she's trying to play it cool. She's using the phone as a shield, trying to mask how much she likes you. So why does she do this? Why pretend to be casual when her body is anything but? Here's the deeper truth: when a woman really likes a man, she's often hesitant to show it too openly. She doesn't want to make it too obvious because she fears being vulnerable. The phone becomes her shield. She acts detached, indifferent even. But underneath all that, her body is electric. Her fingers might tremble, her breath might quicken, and her mind is laser-focused on you. She's trying to maintain control over her emotions, to prevent herself from making her feelings too obvious. In a sense, it's like a stage performance, where the phone is her prop, and the real drama is happening inside her. The phone is a tool, but it's not fooling you. You've got to admire the subtlety of it, when she treats her phone like it's the most interesting thing in the room. Despite not actually using it, that's a sign you've stirred something in her. It's not indifference, and it's a sign of emotional friction. There's a storm brewing inside her that she's trying to calm down. But you're the one who triggered it. This isn't just a game women play, it's a psychological response rooted in human behavior. The phone becomes a defense mechanism. It's like a Stoic life, the calm exterior concealing the emotional intensity within. And like the old Stoics would tell you, it's not about suppressing emotions, but rather about understanding them. You must be able to read between the lines, to see beyond the surface, and recognize when a person is trying to control what they're feeling. This is where Stoicism comes into play. The Stoic life isn't about avoiding emotions. It's about navigating them with grace and control. The ancient Stoics would recognize that emotional tension is natural, and they would appreciate the complexity of this situation. The phone isn't her hiding from you. It's her attempt to stay composed, to manage what she feels without losing control. The old Stoics didn't shy away from emotions, they simply understood them better. They knew that emotional turmoil is part of the human experience, but it's how we respond to it that matters. Similarly, when you notice a woman handling her phone like it's her lifeline, understand that she's dealing with a storm of emotions. Her Stoic lesson: control her outward appearance while managing the storm inside. And here's the kicker: none of this means she's not interested in you. Quite the opposite, actually, Narc. Her handling of the phone isn't a sign of indifference. It's her way of dealing with the intensity of her feelings. The phone is her emotional barrier, her way of remaining composed while her emotions are running wild. So, if you notice her treating her phone like it's suddenly the most fascinating object in the room, don't take it as a sign of disinterest. Instead, take it as a cue. This is a modern-day Stoic lesson in action. She's working hard to maintain her composure in the face of the emotional tension you've created. It's a signal that you've got her attention, even if she's trying to play it cool. And that's a big deal. Remember, Stoicism isn't just an ancient philosophy, it's a way of understanding human behavior. By recognizing these subtle cues, you can better navigate the complexities of attraction and connection. So, the next time you see her fiddling with her phone, understand this: it's not about the phone, it's about you. And that, my friend, is the greatest sign of all. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around until the end. If this video opened your eyes to the subtle signs women give when they're into you, just imagine how much more you're missing when it comes to understanding human behavior, emotional triggers, and the deeper side of attraction. Remember, attraction isn't always as obvious as it seemed, cool? It's about recognizing those little cues, the unspoken signals that say so much more than words ever could. And if you really want to decode those hidden messages, you've got to start diving into the psychological layers beneath the surface. So, if you're serious about mastering the invisible language of desire and gaining insights into what really drives connection, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon. You won't want to miss what's coming next.